not real. None of what we say is real. None of what you are is real.
But raising rabbits, yeah. It's not too bad. I specifically started, like, what I really want to do with meat is, when COVID happened, I thought everything was going to shit. Like, we went to the grocery store, everything's fucking gone.
I heard that on the last podcast.
Holy shit, it was awful, right?
You know what's crazy about that, dude? Fucking a certain pest control company, I'm not gonna say their name.
Mm-hmm.
They're a very big and successful pest control company that I used to work for. They knew about this COVID thing way before fucking anybody.
What the fuck?
I swear, dude.
How?
Like 6 months before I even ever heard about it in the news. From anybody, from fucking Louder the Crowder, fucking anybody. We had a fucking, there's like a yearly or like a semi-yearly event where like you have to go get these points, right? Because you need these points to keep your license valid, right? So we're sitting here at the seminar, and it's a mosquito seminar because COVID is transmittable through mosquitoes. They're telling us, hey, there's this new thing coming out of China. It's COVID, blah blah blah. You know, it's you can use this. You can use this as a sale technique to fucking sell your mosquito shit. So we knew, like, the government knew way before what they're letting you on, because fucking this pest control company did. And so if this, and it's not like this pest control company did, the state this is like a state representative telling us about this. You know
what
I mean?
the fuck, man?
Yeah, dude, like it's weird. So that's what kind of why I don't wear a mask is like, look, say what you want about Alex Jones or whatever, or fucking anything you want to say. But honestly, if you look at it, like fucking vitamin D, fucking sunlight and all this shit, and a young body, young people our age, you're all right. If you do these things, you're okay. Obviously, you need to protect the ones who are most at danger. The element.
Yeah, like immune deficiency people.
But for the vast majority of us, it just you need the herd immunity technique. Just go fucking push through this because it's not going away. Like they act almost like, as soon as Trump's out of office, this COVID thing's going to disappear.
Exactly.
It's like, no, it's not. It's fucking here. It's going to be like a fucking flu season. We're going to have a fucking COVID season. All this other shit. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's like...
Well...
it's got to be power grabs.
I think
it's all about...
If they knew that 6 months before, yeah, I mean, holy shit. But they could also have known about a potential thing called COVID that, is out there. But there's also multiple COVID viruses and stuff like that.
Yeah, this is... Yeah. I agree with that. There are multiple COVIDs. But no, this was fucking COVID-19.
Oh, my God.
This was COVID-19. That's what he said. The guy said coronavirus, something, COVID-19.
Yeah.
Exactly what the dude said. This was like 6 months before I ever heard about it in the news. I was telling my family about it like it was nothing.
What the fuck?
Like, yeah, it's like a new malaria. Like mosquitoes carry malaria, but like how many motherfuckers in these fucking hills have fucking malaria? Like it's random. But I'm telling you, dude, it fucking blew my mind. And I was like, all right, some shit's going on.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If that's true, it's crazy. Like, if they were specifically trying to, like, shut down the economy and, like, all this bunch of stuff. But then it's almost as if that was happening, it'd have to be a power grab by the left, because the right never fucking wanted this shutdown. Like, they were all like trying to.
Well, here's the thing that blows my mind, dude, is about this whole lockdown thing. What I can't stand about it is everybody's fucking talking about lockdown this, lockdown that. All these other countries now, they're locking down and they're turning to shit. Why does nobody ever fucking mention Scandinavia?
Yeah,
like if I was Trump, I would be fucking shouting Scandinavia all the time. They never went through a lockdown. The people just wore the mask. Yep. They protected the elderly on their own, not government mandated. Everything stayed open, and their fucking economies never fucking suffered at all.
Yep.
They had a few outbreaks, and then that was it.
Yep.
And they're way more advanced in that aspect of it than anybody else.
I think that the fact that we're having record infections lends itself to the fact that herd immunity is going to happen one way or the other.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we were at 93,000 cases today.
Mm-hmm.
New cases. So, what? How many million do we have left? You know, how many days do we have left till that? You know? And if
that number doubles.
If you look at plagues and, like, the timeline of plagues just in general, it's usually, like, 18 months to 2 years is usually how long they last in history, just in general. No matter what the fuck we do, no matter what happens, it usually, like, fucks us up for about 18 months to 2 years. And that's almost every plague. It doesn't mean that the plagues don't show back up later, but it almost always is within that timeline. Now, not saying that we can't somehow come up with a fucking miracle vaccine that fucking cures everybody from everything, which might happen. I doubt it within that time. But I think we just have to accept that we can't fucking be these victims to it because one way or the other, we're going to get fucking infected. I think, like, everybody's just going to end up getting it. It's going to be like the fucking flu. It's going to be like fucking the cold. And there's no way around it. So we kind of just got to be like the same thing with the flu. If you got the flu, you know you don't go fucking see your fucking grandparents. Or, you know, you don't go around babies or whatever. You know, people like that. You know if you're fucking sick, you don't go into a nursing home.
Yeah.
Like, that policy is already fucking there. So we should just treat it the same way that we treat every fucking thing. The same, I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
We just treat it the same way.
Yeah.
Like, it's not Ebola.
Yeah.
We're not bleeding out our fucking eyeballs.
Well, it's like what we was talking about earlier. It's like dysentery, right, in Africa. Like, stop shitting and pissing in your water.
Yeah.
That's it, dude. And because there's shit and piss in there, get some fucking iodine tablets from the Red Cross or some shit. But it's like, damn, man. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm not saying Africans are stupid or anything.
No, well, I know what you're saying, because Justin Wren, one of the things that absolutely fucking changed my perception on the world, and it was when I was younger. So, like, I guess I never thought about it, and I was, you know, kind of just, like, still, like, it kind of made me more of an adult, I guess. But, like, I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast with Jason Wren, and he's talking about how he goes and he digs wells for these people, right? And they're, like, the most disenfranchised motherfuckers you've ever met. Like, they're in the middle of the fucking jungle. They gotta walk like 2 miles to get fucking dirty water from the river every fucking day. They obviously can't farm because they can't have irrigation because they don't have any water. And, like, their government fucking took away most of their land, and they're just trying to fucking survive, right? And they're, like, looked down on, and they can't make fucking money, nothing. So he's there, and he's, like, showing them how to dig wells, and he's showing them to be well diggers. Like, he goes in and is like, I'm not just going to dig you a well, I'm teaching you how to dig wells so you can go make money digging wells, right? Mm-hmm. And while he was there, there was a mom, and, like, there was a 3 or 4 year old kid, and he was, like, filming with the kid, and, like, they were going all about. Well, that kid was fucking shitting himself and throwing up just, like, to death in his mom's fucking arms, right? He fucking died because he couldn't drink clean fucking water.
Yeah.
Like, that should put everything into perspective for everybody.
And everybody homeless in America has a cell phone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, things aren't that fucking bad, and that's what it kind of, like, changed my perception on what I was told or, like, what I felt. I was like, oh fuck, I am not holding my child while it's shitting itself to death because I can't get clean fucking water. Yeah. Like, but also, there's no way that they were going to get out of that fucking situation without that motherfucker showing up and going, here's how you get clean water. I'm giving you the tools, I'm giving you the fucking information, I'm teaching you how to do it. Yeah. Now you motherfuckers have to do it.
What's what this one documentary is about, this Chinese guy who built a lot of infrastructure for Africa. And he was about to do his leave from his, like, 12-year stint or some crazy thing like that. He's like, we came in here and we built all these roads for these people, and they just let it go to shit.
Yeah.
Like, they just don't care anymore. I wonder what that is. I wonder what makes a whole Not all, but most. Culture of people.
Yeah.
You know, just so destructive like that. And I guess because it's fucking war torn. Like,
yeah,
who
man.
gives a shit if you got clean water if fucking some dude's gonna pop you with an AK?
Also true.
The next
That's a
minute.
good point.
You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna cut your mother's titties off so she can't fucking breastfeed her babies. You know what I mean?
Have you seen what they've been doing in fucking South Africa?
Yeah, dude. Killing all them fucking white farmers.
Not just killing them, but like torturing them,
Yeah,
and like
dude.
crucifying babies and shit. Like,
Fucking nuts.
and that's not on the fucking,
Not on the fucking news at all.
Yeah, have you seen that shit?
Not on
I've
the
never
fucking
seen
news
any
at
of those
all.
fucking
And
headlines.
they're fucking those people up.
And didn't they already kick out like all the white farmers to
Yeah.
get their land back, and then they had to invite them back because they were starving to death?
Starving to death.
Yeah.
Now they're fucking killing them off some more. It's fucking nuts, dude. Like, it's fucking mind blowing.
They need to be able to come here and farm.
That's what. Yeah.
That's what the fuck we need.
See, that's what tells you, man. The violence is just fucking that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's got nothing to do with race at all.
Yeah, exactly. People
It's
get
fucking
in their
like-
heads, they start getting violent, and then there's just that violent outburst all the fucking
Because,
time.
like, fucking even, like, in those countries especially, you know, these tribes are constantly fucking warring with each
Mhm.
other, you know what I mean? They're the fucking same skin color. The
Yeah.
only thing that matters is there's cultural differences. And so I think when, you know, like, there's some people that say racism is this, I won't go that far, but for a lot of it, it's not necessarily, like, they're not down there killing all these South Africans because they're white.
No.
Granted, they might be saying some shit, but they're killing them because there's a cultural difference.
Yep.
And somebody along the lines told them that, you know, these white farmers took your land and blah 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 yada yada.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I mean, they've been there for fucking years.
Well, what I heard, I don't know if this is fucking true, but what I heard was before any white people moved there, that it was basically just like it was being just taking over, constantly violent takeovers of the most strongest tribe or the most strongest people. So it was like a continuous violent cycle that never fucking stopped. And then white people came in there and they did the same thing. They were stronger. They were the most violent. They went in there and they did what the fuck they were going to do. And somehow that's worse than what was continuously going on there.
Yeah.
Simply only because they were white.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just the same cycle of people fucking doing terrible shit that all people fucking do. Because you're white doesn't make it better or worse.
Yeah.
Like, name me a country, name me a fucking culture that hasn't committed an atrocity.
But yeah, 100%.
Name me one.
It's like everybody.
Successful one. Let me put it that way.
You know, the Nazis invented the whole star from the Jews. It was the Muslims. Way back when the Muslims did that.
Yeah.
You know, the belt that you wear around your waist is an identificator for Christians.
Really?
Muslims. It was a Muslim invention to identify Christians. They had to wear a belt. I mean, so these hates, these cultural hates have been around
Yeah.
for fucking...
How about the Crusades? How about fucking,
Whoa.
how about the Mongolians, bro?
Whoa. What about the Crusades?
I'm just saying, the Crusades, fucking people doing terrible shit. People going to war all the time, you know, just because of different
because they
beliefs.
were down there fucking all those Christians up.
I'm saying that's what
Pope
happens.
came out and he was like, you have to go help your brothers who are being slaughtered by these Muslims.
Yeah.
And so the Crusades were like, yeah, but there's some shady motherfuckers there. 100%. What's that? The black and white Templars. What are they fucking called? They were a specific name, but they were just literally fucking like mercenaries.
Yeah.
Like a group of fucking bad dudes, and they fucking fucked some shit up. They fucking raped a whole bunch.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody fucking.
And then like there's this whole
has done
aspect that not only did they like raid and pillage and take over, you know, in Israel and all where the Crusades happened, but like the whole trail to get there, they fucked shit up too.
No, dude.
But you know what I mean?
Everybody's done terrible shit, and that was so fucking long ago. You know, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like,
Well, it's like we was talking about the other day. You know, like Obama apologized for the nuclear attacks we did on Japan,
Yeah.
but nobody talks about how Japan fucking ransack China.
Yeah.
Like just
terrible
fucking
shit.
genocide.
20 men to
Yeah.
fucking one woman raping her and fucking stabbing her
Yeah,
and
just
fucking
raise hell through fucking China
awful.
during the
Yeah, let's see what the fuck China has to say about
Yeah.
that.
And like I
Holy
bet China's
shit.
like, fuck yeah, drop a couple.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
motherfuckers,
Fuck.
man.
They were going to the end. They were fucking doing terrible shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They were trying to scare us, and they were not just the fucking China, but our soldiers. Like,
Fuck yeah.
I mean, war is fucking hell, and people do terrible shit when their lives are on the line.
If you think about it, the nuclear droppings were a more humane way. Because they didn't feel nothing. None of those people's feel.
I mean,
it was over.
You
now,
could argue
the nuclear fallout after
yes.
is one thing.
But here's the thing, like, I've heard all the arguments, like, oh, we shouldn't have dropped it because blah blah blah, and they were getting ready to surrender and all this stuff. I don't fucking not all through everything so. I've ever seen. They did want to surrender because they were trying to surrender, but for him to be able to like continue being the emperor fucking of Japan, and we're like, no, you can't
they
fucking
had
do that.
no junction of surrendering.
Yeah,
it was all 100% honor. We're going fucking.
Well, we told them like, the only way you're surrendering is you're going to fucking not be the emperor of Japan. Like, you're fucked, right? And he wasn't taking that, so obviously he's going to throw every fucking man, woman, and child out there. Yeah. Because that's what the fuck they were doing.
The Japanese people was really.
Oh my fucking god!
The Battle of fucking Midway. That's. Well, I was in the Navy. We had to learn a lot about that. But that's a fucking trip. The turning point of the war, and it was a lot of luck. A lot of fucking luck that won us the Battle of Midway, and that's like, damn, fucking maybe there's something up there. Looking out, dude, because the Nazis could have won that one.
Man, I've been fucking watching military videos, and like, well, I started watching like cop videos, and this cop video like goes with this drill sergeant fucking guy or whatever. I don't fucking know who he is, and he says some funny shit. But then I got into fucking stolen valor videos. And people fucking like running up on a motherfucker, being like, "Who the fuck are you? Like, you're in the service. What do you think? What's your opinion on it?" Like, all right.
I think it's really shitty for anybody to do stolen valor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that right out. I think it's real. I saw one video of some guy did stolen valor just to fucking get free Golden Corral on Veterans Day.
I saw that. Yes.
You know, I've seen guys
in the mall
on holidays in the mall,
mm-hmm.
you know, getting. Okay, I mean that's fucked up. You know, that's fucked up. Is the public shaming of it on mass media, like on YouTube? Mm-hmm. I think is a little excessive, because you could totally 100% shame that guy there mm-hmm. with just all the people there,
mm-hmm.
you know, out of doing that. But to immortalize this motherfucker on YouTube, I think it's excessive.
I think
punishment doesn't fit the crime.
I think you being in the service you might be like, because every guy that I've seen, except for like maybe like a couple, but most of them are kind of like neutral. Like they kind of have that thing. They're like, they're pissed off about it, but then they're like, all right, well,
it's not a big deal.
Too much, yeah. But I think everybody else is like, you just fucking couldn't have done that. Yeah. Like, why the fuck did you do that? Like, don't do that. It's like, it's the shopping cart fucking theory. When you're a good person or not, whether you put your fucking shopping cart back into the fucking corral after you're done, because it's not illegal. Nobody's gonna say nothing to you. You're not gonna get in trouble for it, but you just fucking did that anyway, right? You're a bad fucking person. Like, I think that's what's happening.
One of our buddies posted something like, you know, I've been asking myself all day or something, whatever. You know, am I a bad person? And all these people are fucking like, oh no, I've never noticed.
I was like, yes.
And me were like, in all honesty, yeah, you're a fucking bad person. Because we all are, man. We all are fucking bad people.
I was like, fuck
some of us are worse.
That's what I'm saying. The people who don't put the fucking grocery cart back are worse. Yeah. And the people who fucking Hitler
never put the grocery cart back.
No, he fucking wouldn't. He fucking pushed that thing down the fucking aisle and knocked it into a car. That's what the fuck he did.
Yeah, that's what he did.
And it's the same thing. Hitler would have fucking put on a fucking uniform and pretended to fucking be a soldier to get 10% off on his fucking thing. Like, that is such a fucking stretch.
But like, that's the common thing. I feel like civilians who really support our active troops and our veterans are a lot more upheaved about it.
Oh yeah.
Because like, I don't know.
I've seen like only
like don't get me wrong. Like, if I saw somebody doing it, I'd say something.
Yeah.
I'd definitely 100% say something. It's just like I ran into this. I could tell he was JROTC kid.
Yeah.
You know, and he was dressed in this school. The Navy was their sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's wearing peanut butters, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, this motherfucker is fucked up. You know what I mean? He's JROTC, but this he's making my organization I'm proud of look funky. So I walk up to him and I'm like, look, dude, you got the wrong fucking belt on.
That's how all these
you got the
videos
wrong
start.
fucking belt on. Alright? You're misrepresenting, my Navy.
Yeah.
Get your ass and tell your fucking lieutenant, or fucking, not lieutenant, they would have a lieutenant, but it was probably more like a captain. Tell your fucking captain to buy you the fucking right belts. This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
This is a 16-year-old kid and shit himself. Because I'm not exactly a small guy.
Yeah. you're like knife-handed, like, down. You're like, listen.
And I wasn't mad at the kid. I was like, look, you gotta do it right.
Yeah.
But I would literally be less upset if a lot of these Stolen Valor guys would do their homework and wore their uniform correctly.
Well, yeah, then we can call it.
Than with some of the shit they try to do. Like,
There's
more so than the act of false valor.
There was a motherfucker with purple shoes on.
Yeah, it's
purple shoes, and he goes, "Why are you wearing purple shoes?" He's like, "Well, in my MOS, we gotta be fast."
It's like, dude,
he said, "I gotta be fast, bro."
It's like, dude, man, if you just wore the uniform correctly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody would know. And if you're more than likely, if you're dressing up as a military person, you're going to carry yourself as what you think a military person, because we're not really like that.
Yeah.
We're not really that, oh, nice. Oh, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. We're just kind of like, hey.
Yeah, you're just people.
Like, you know me.
Yeah,
I'm
you're just a person.
You know, I did it because I need fucking money. You know what I mean?
So, like, okay, so let's say you go to the fucking Goodwill. There's a fucking uniform in there. It fits me perfectly, right? And I just fucking slap that bitch on. No, none on it. Just the fucking thing. And let's say it's like it's not a dress uniform. It's fucking just like.
They're like NWs.
Yeah.
The camis.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I fucking just go walk around with it. Is that fucking like any? Would nobody get mad at that?
I mean,
right?
if you did that, there would be nothing wrong with that, because you wouldn't have any of the Navy insignia on it.
Yeah, as long as there's fucking nothing on it.
You wouldn't have any.
Well, let's say it said fucking Navy on the back or some shit. You know, there's probably some fucking.
Yeah, but then
Navy
that's
on
like
there.
that's.
But that's just on the uniform.
Yeah, but like the actual Navy has a little symbol right there, the little boat and a fucking eagle,
Mm-hmm.
and United States Navy. It's right there. It's not on our back. If I saw you wearing it on that back, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't realize.
I'm just saying wherever
but
the fuck it is.
The point is, like, when you're legitimately trying to fucking act like it, like there are some guys, and these are more of the people who are like combat veterans.
Yeah.
You know, they have a lot different opinion than most non-combat veterans, because their brothers died in uniform.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But for most non-combative people, we're just like, I really, dude, just what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
And if I look at a dude and he's like, I've only had to do this like once or twice in my life, and both times I was active duty. I'm not a veteran now. Some motherfuckers just look like bitches, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck with them. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Like, that dude's a bitch. I'm gonna fuck with this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
fucking hateful with them and shit. And
That's
it's
fucking
kinda
awesome.
fucking
That's your right,
but
man.
Dude, some dudes, man, like if I had a buddy, man, he had more fucking mouth than his ass, dude. And he said something to some guy because he had a fucking NWU coat on.
Yeah.
He's like, where did you get that? Blah, blah, blah. Fuck, got his jaw broke.
Oh shit.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if so like
battles.
I guess you got to think of like, what if this is a combat veteran, and what if like he is, maybe his thing's fucked up a little bit, and you come up to him and start fucking like talking down.
Well, no, this guy was just a fucking.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but then you're taking the risk of this guy who's fucking fought, and he's like, I'm fucking a soldier. I guess he would probably get it.
Well,
you probably would figure it the fuck out pretty quick.
The thing about combat veterans is guys who are real bad like that, you can kind of like Yeah, dude's been some shit. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
he might be
been through
fucked up a
some
little
shit.
bit because he's
been through some
he's
shit,
been
you
through
know
some
what I
shit. I
mean?
get
You
it.
can pick that up pretty quick.
Yeah,
You know,
I got you.
Once you get acclimated to being around people's like
yeah,
that.
okay.
Like that.
I see that.
And because you see, it's a lot. Like, it's funny because you go to these fucking Navy bases and there's fucking huge Navy bases. You know, the fucking technology, fucking grass is nice and mowed, and they got all these little fucking housing places. And you walk across the fucking fence outside of base, and it's fucking ghettos. You know, you go to fucking Portsmouth, Virginia, and you go to the shipyards there. You got the fucking shipyards, and fucking it's badass. I mean, it sucks working there, but like the environment's kind of badass when you stop and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking ghettos right outside there. It's fucking crazy, dude.
Huh.
And it's like
That's fucking weird.
Non-fucking stop. Like whenever any military base you go to, immediately outside there's fucking ghettos. Same way up in fucking DC. Go up in fucking Texas. Fort Knox or whatever the fuck. Not Fort Knox.
Fort Bragg.
Fort Bragg. Right outside it's fucking ghetto.
Holy shit.
It's fucking crazy.
Why? What do you think?
I don't know, dude. I really don't know.
You think maybe it's just like a loud place or like whatever, and it's like the property value goes down because people don't want to be near a military base?
No, because there's some nice neighborhoods. Like
Yeah.
I lived in a nice apartment there. It was a house. Like the neighborhood wasn't bad. It didn't look bad. You know, it looked a lot like here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, less hilly, but you know, it looked a lot like here.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fucking the ghetto, dude. Like the fucking 7-Eleven down the street got robbed 3 times.
Oh shit.
while we were
Okay.
there. You know what I mean? Fucking.
That is
the
fucking
other,
weird.
The other gas station, fucking.
You think it'd be like
up the
law and
fucking
order?
road. Yeah, the other gas station up the fucking road got shot up, and it's literally you walk out of this elementary school, out of the front doors, you can go to the fucking street, cross the street, and you're at this fucking this corner station that got shot up. You know, during a fucking school day.
Terrifying.
It's
Man.
fucking crazy, dude. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But there's a lot of really nice neighborhoods too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you go to a military town, and the dichotomy is it's something to bewilder yourself about it. It's pretty, but it's not like here.
I've never heard about that.
Yeah. Well, just look.
Yeah.
And then, dude,
I'm
that's
gonna pay
why
attention.
exactly how I'm against this fucking casino, dude.
Really?
Fuck yes, I am. Because it's gonna be right there. Go. What casino do you know right now? The casinos and the strips are great, immaculate.
Yeah.
Walk 4 blocks outside of the strip, and what do you find?
Yeah, well, you find like some rundown buildings and you find like the dark places and stuff like that. But I mean, I go to Vegas. I've been to Vegas like under 20 times, probably 20 times, right? Like I've been to Vegas a lot. So I've been all around there. And I see it, and I see like directly outside of the casino is, you know, like a couple blocks down, it is like some rundown places and some old fucking places. And like one of my friends was there, and he was like walking the wrong way, and some old black homeless guy was like, they don't like white boys down that direction, you should turn around. So he fucking turned around and he went back. But like I also like, if you get right past that like poorer part, all it is fucking $100,000, $200,000 fucking houses, and like all kinds of like city. There's a city right outside of Vegas. There's cities all like throughout it that has like amazing food, good people. None of them go into Vegas unless they work there. Like, so I see the prosperity that it brings, and I think that with any sort of prosperity comes growth, and I think with any kind of growth comes
Excess or waste or...
well, just with any kind of growth. So right now we have this many homeless people and this many poor people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we have this many people, that number is probably going
Yeah.
to increase as well, just as our society
They correlate
works.
with each other.
Exactly. So I think
a
that
higher population, you're gonna have a higher homeless.
exactly, yeah. So I think that the more people, because it will have. I mean, property values will go fucking through the roof. People will be coming here all the time. Every business is going to get more fucking money. Like, period. Every business is going to get more money because there's going to be people coming here to gamble. So then these businesses are going to get more money. They're going to fucking make themselves bigger, and like, you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, then places start price values start to fucking go up on property. Things start to go up. Well, there's some people that's not going to be having houses or property or anything like that, so they're obviously going to be fucking poor. Like, that's just what the fuck happens. Like, yeah, they might not be able to afford this, so they might have to fucking move to a cheaper place. But the people who live here, the people who own property, the people who have invested into the economy of this place will then be coming out ahead. And I don't think that they should be looked down upon, or I don't think that we should stop people who own property or people who have businesses or people who are contributing to our economy and our society just as a whole. In the biggest chunk should be fucked up from it, all that opportunity, because there's people who will suffer that probably aren't giving into the economy very much right now.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm not saying that I wish they're fucking poor. I just feel like the poor is going to be the poor no matter what.
Yeah.
I feel like people who are poor people are poor people. Like, and I don't think that more money in other people's pockets makes them less poor.
Yeah. Well, generationally, that gets better also.
Yes.
So just because your father is poor,
You'll be better off.
you'll be better off.
Yeah, because you always make your life better. Like, you never want to be fucking, unless you're a homeless person that loves being homeless. Like, if you're a normal person, you find the best way of life, and you build on to your life.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm for the casino. I feel like it's going to bring a bunch of jobs, a bunch of people. It's like the racetrack. People come in for the race, people make a fuckload of money, and I like the idea.
Yeah, but Walmart siphons the vast. Like,
You're right.
But there was a time when Walmart wasn't around. And I thought it would do really good for Bristol.
Mm-hmm.
Then Walmart moved closer to the racetrack, and it.
Yeah, you're right.
Suck
You're
all
right.
that
But
shit.
Walmart also hires a lot of people around here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But people go to Walmart because that's their choice to go to Walmart. They're going to go there regardless.
Well, it's just like the hospital here. Like, everybody fucking works at the hospital.
Yeah, the hospital. It's big business, good pay. So people always, and factories around here, thanks to Trump, factories around here fucking exploded.
Well, see, that's what bothers me so much is because instead of a casino, here's where I'm so upset about the casino.
Yeah.
We have a lot of infrastructure here in our hometown already. A certain facility like the one out in Raytheon.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that business, you'd have to knock a lot of that down and rebuild it. All the power lines, the water pipes, everything's already there. You just have to fucking, allow a company to come in, entice them to come in.
What are they doing
with
in the
tax
mall, right?
benefits and shit like that. Yeah, but that's
empty and it's parking.
But what I'm saying that's retail. I'm talking about like legitimate factory work.
Oh, factories, yeah.
We have all this infrastructure for factories, and our town refuses to invest in that.
Bro.
And I feel like if they would do that, you would get better fucking more jobs, better paying jobs, and you would get more tax revenue because our state is that's how they make their money.
Well, I know that
Massachusetts
have expanded drastically in Tennessee. I know right now of I could probably go to like 10 factories around here and work, and that was never a fucking choice. I feel like 10 years ago, and factory work sucks dick. It's the worst. You're a machine. You are a machine that works a machine, and that's how they treat you because that's how you that's what factory work is. I'm sorry, but
it's dependable though.
Yeah,
that's the thing that sucks about factory work. It's always going to be there.
Oh man, and you make fucking money. Like the best money you're going to make around here, you'll make in a factory, and more jobs have popped up like that. So I 100% support that, but I 100% support fucking any boost in any amount of jobs, and I don't think that the casinos are going to make anything any worse, especially with gambling around here, because I also know a bunch of fucking illegal poker games that go on.
Oh yeah,
5 nights a fucking week, and everybody has all kinds of them.
They're pissed about it. The players aren't.
What? Really?
Yeah, the players aren't pissed about it.
Oh well, the house is because they're getting fucking the scrape.
All their fucking money is going to be going to these casinos.
Man,
the only thing I have for the local games around here, the only hope I have for them is that maybe these out-of-towners are coming in, playing the casino. They're like, I want to go.
Maybe, yeah.
I want to go to the local houses and gamble.
Well, fucking. All I know is I went for like 3 months straight to this one game, and that fucking motherfucker.
Why is that not legal?
Money.
Why can't gambling be legal?
I think it should be legal 100%, and I think it should be over like a certain amount of money. It should be illegal.
Well, see, I don't have a problem with any amount of money because the thing is the whole aspect of it is it's a game of chance. It's like illegal to bet on chance, pretty much.
I only think that when you get too much money involved, then I feel like things get way fucking crazier. You know what I'm saying? And by money involved, if I had $1 million, you had $1 million, and we were just betting, that's fine, right? But if there's 100 fucking people that are all fucking going in on like $30,000 here or whatever, and it adds up to like a multi-million-dollar fucking business, then
what's wrong with that?
that's fucking. It should be regulated in some way, though.
Yeah, I get that.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as people are going there free of their own will to do something.
Yes.
You know, is it the smartest thing? You know,
Should some people just be getting millions of dollars tax free? That's what I'm saying.
no, there's that definitely. Is
But that's what would happen. Like it has
But,
to be.
like, it's
that's why it's
regulated
illegal.
now.
That's why it's illegal, because it's almost impossible to fucking regulate. Like.
Well, I mean, here's what I'm saying. I think if you would remove the legality from it, or it being illegal, because it asks you on your tax returns, it asks you how much money did you make in gambling or whatever.
It did, but but when you're in Vegas and you win a couple $1,000s, they give you a fucking tax receipt because you have to pay taxes on it. So
I know that's what I'm saying.
If you win under $1,000, by the way, if you win under $1,000 in Vegas, that money just goes out the door. So you want to win $1,000 in Vegas. You want to win $900, not $1,000 in Vegas. Because when you win $900 and you win another $900 and then win another $900, then I mean you just have money. You don't have to pay tax. You need to pay taxes on it. Is all I'm saying. But the government doesn't know you have it.
Yeah. Fucking, but that's like 50% of the economy right here.
Yeah.
Think about it, it's fucking old
Right.
Larry's gonna come cut my fucking tree down for $50. You know what I mean?
It is.
Larry does that 5 times a day.
It's way more than half, dude.
Larry does that like fucking 10 times a day. That motherfucker's making.
He's making bank. That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, I think that's the way it is everywhere. Like, it has to be. Just people fucking paying money just to pay money.
The fact that that's all illegal is just fucking mind fucking.
Yeah.
You know?
It should
Like,
be
I get
regulated.
it, but at the same time, it's like.
It should be regulated, and once you hit over a certain amount, everybody should know. Once you hit over this amount, then it starts getting at least reported or regulated by the government in some way. That way, things don't get crazy, and
Yeah, but how do you do
the
that?
common man can do a hobby and something that is lighthearted, or just fucking do it seriously, but for not a lot of money. Like if you're getting into like superstar level of fucking cash, is what I'm saying. You know, then maybe.
Like, I feel like I should be able to, like, because I already pay fucking taxes when I get fucking paid.
Yeah.
You take taxes out when I get paid. Anything I buy with that money that I've worked for,
Yeah.
you take taxes out on it. So you're already getting bites out of it. If I buy $250 worth of lumber and I turn it into a fucking table and sell it, why do I need to pay you any more of that? Why do I need to pay you tax on that table I sold? You've already fucking eaten me for my main job, and you've already eaten me for fucking buying the shit. Why do you want fucking more of my shit for fucking getting rid of
I get it, but then what if you're a carpenter?
Mm.
You're just not gonna pay taxes?
No, because now you're doing like. We're talking about like the severity of the hobby, like what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would be doing that like as a hobby. Like
Yeah.
I would sell one table for $250, and I might sell another 2 tables the entire year. Like I'm not getting rich off this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think you'd even have to report that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know what the reporting types
No,
are.
you definitely have to report it. Any kind of income that's not from your job, you have to report.
Any income at all?
Any
So that'd be
income
like,
at all.
alright, so they're saying like I get $20 off the street I found, I gotta fucking put $20
You're
on
supposed
it?
to.
Okay, I didn't know that. But I don't think anybody's gonna be fucking looking towards it. I think that's the beauty of it, is like, sure you're supposed to because they have to say it, but nobody's gonna come after you for fucking less.
Yeah.
They don't fucking look at your bank account unless you, because I work for Citibank.
You think?
They don't barely look at your bank account unless you have, if you're dealing over in 10,000 amounts. If you deal in over 10,000 amounts, then it automatically flags your fucking account.
Why is that? So if I drop $20,000 into your bank,
It's
they're like, what?
money laundering for
What the
the
fuck?
cartels.
Will they just collect the interest off of it?
No, they fucking money launder. So like,
No, I
what-
got by how are they money laundering by installing by putting it into a bank? Usually like money
just a
laundering.
bunch of money. So like they have to pay it. So what they'll do is they'll like take a credit card and they'll buy like a bunch of bullshit on this credit card, and then they'll pay off a $20,000 limit credit card all at once with this cash. So they're using these credit cards to fucking
But how do they get that money back?
launder. The money that they spent the stuff on,
Mhm.
I don't know. I assume they sell it. I assume they return it. I don't
Okay,
fucking
yeah, that
even
makes-
know.
that makes sense.
But like you have to money launder through something. So I think that's what they're doing is like, but because there's so much money laundering, they can only fucking concentrate on amounts over 10,000 because there's so much of it. Like money laundering is one of the most giant fucking problems that exists in the financial market.
I say, dude, take $50,000 of money you made illegally,
Well, I mean, fucking.
wash it, send it through fucking a system, come back clean. You lose a little bit of money, you know, but at the same time, now you got fucking $45,000 true profit.
Well, it says here that drug cartels make $500 billion a year.
I don't bet.
So even if you're only making $400 billion and you have to lose $100 billion, fuck that $200 billion fucking taxes or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because money laundering, taxes, and you're still making a pretty good fucking money. That's what it comes down to. Easy, and it makes you fucking. It convinces you that simulation theory has to exist, because if we can get to the point to where we can make a simulation that is exactly real and that is exactly a mirror image of this one, then what's saying that we haven't done it before? And what's saying that we won't do it in that one? And what's saying that that one won't do it in that one? Or that it hasn't been done before?
It's like that Rick and Morty episode, Infinite Mini Universes.
Exactly. So if it can be done, then there's almost a rule that it has been done. It has to have been done. It always will have been done.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's fucking creation.
Man, it's trippy to think about it. The only problem is I don't know how you can simulate certain things. Like I don't know how you can simulate emotions without having emotions.
So
So basically, what I'm saying I find it hard for a computer or something like a computer that's made our simulation. You know what I mean?
well, it's a complicated rule set. So you'd have to figure out the complicated rule set to be able to program something that would act exactly as it would act if it had emotions.
Yeah, but how complicated would that be to make?
It's crazy complicated. Come on! Did you lock it? You're right. It's fucking complicated. Is it cold, right? It's cold as shit out there. That wind hit me. I was like, fuck. You're right. Emotions would be like insanely complicated to do, but if I had told you 100, 200 years ago that I would be able to take a picture-perfect video of your face and you talking, and then transfer that all the way across the planet and someone would watch it, you would go, that's impossible.
I mean, you could have said it to me 20 years ago, and I'd be like, "You're crazy."
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So it might seem crazy now. It might seem impossible now, but I feel like...
yeah, I agree. I understand what you're saying, but the thing is like at the scale of how complex this is compared to sending my face across the other side of the world, to be able to write those rule sets to replicate what we know as emotion would be so to me it's such a more of a monumental task than the other one.
Computing is getting better every day.
Yeah, it's true. And once they figure out quantum computing, it's fucking.
And then they figure out quantum computing, they figure out anything. Let's say the more we go, let's say we last forever.
So let me ask you this: Would you upload your?
Would I upload to it?
Would you upload to it?
I don't know. So I would upload to it, right? But I would only upload to it like about a couple of years before I died or something. You know, like I'm on my way out. I've fucking lived my life. I've been a human. I've done everything, and chances are I'm gonna be dead in the next couple of years. Sure, I'd try it. Why not? I'd do it. As long as the mainframe was something that could not be controlled, or it was just like a substrate, just like the universe existed.
I don't think it.
Because maybe if computing
I
gets
don't
so
think
strong,
we're
it
at
wouldn't matter.
a intellectually evolved state enough to handle immortality.
Probably not.
I think we would go insane.
But you could have a program that doesn't make it feel like time, travels the same way. Maybe time doesn't last
I see what
whatever,
you're saying.
or
like it could be a millennia, it could be 3 seconds.
yeah,
per
exactly.
section. But what I'm saying is,
I know infinity goes on forever. But I'm saying,
eventually, you're going
have
to
a self-destruct button.
Now, imagine this.
Have a delete button.
You have 100,000 years lived in 100,000 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's just a fucking long time. And I don't think a human mind can comprehend. Because, like, we have trouble, they already know we have trouble of physically comprehending. Like, if I say $1 million, right? You kind of get an idea what $1 million looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fucking pallet. It's a fucking about 4 foot high of money. It's about $1 million. Now, when I say quintillion,
No, yeah.
you cannot
can't
comprehend.
fucking-
You can't physically comprehend
You're right.
that. So it's just fucking.
If I could live forever,
And
I
here's-
would
and
live
here's
forever.
another
Just
thing
because I would live forever only because if life is important, it's worth keeping alive and it's worth keeping going. And
Yeah,
if
but-
there is anything else to learn, I want to be able to learn it. And I think it's worth the cost of potentially going insane or fucking whatever.
But there has-
just
but
to have those
If you can
experiences.
snapshot your brain in such a way as that further progression of time doesn't really alter who you are,
Mhm.
and you get to a comfortable spot, that would be fine. Because then you're like, okay, you're not caught in decline, you're not going nuts, you're still in a world full of wonderment, and you're just kind of in it.
And I also feel like, okay,
But
so
if it was like over time, your feelings about being here evolve and all
Yeah.
that stuff too, that's where you start getting like you need that delete button.
well, I also feel like,
Well,
okay,
the
so
thing is like you said, if life is worth living, it needs to be lived.
yeah,
But life is in life there is death. There needs to be death.
not in jellyfish.
They're-
There's certain jellyfish who live forever.
I think what David's saying
See,
is like
that's what I'm saying.
No, I know what you're
without
saying.
the
They live
life,
forever.
it's bad.
They don't live forever.
They do,
No,
unless they die.
Theoretically, they do.
They
They can
could,
disperse
exactly.
and do it. But
It was
if
actually-
that motherfucker gets ate,
it was
he ain't coming back.
You're right. Okay.
There was actually a meme I saw the other day.
The odds for a jellyfish to make it.
You're
since
right.
the
You're right.
beginning.
Forever. It's happened, dude. There's an old ass.
Well, see, lobsters are like that
It's
too.
fucking just floating.
Like lobsters are like that too. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Lobsters
they live
are
forever.
immortal.
Yeah.
But once they get to a certain size, they're incapable of molting anymore. So there was this meme. It was like we need to catch a lobster and like help it molt until it becomes this like 8 foot fucking.
Ginormous lobster. Fry that
That'd be
bitch up with some
amazing.
butter.
What was it? I think at the end it's like, and then what was it? All hell lobster overlord or
Yeah.
something. Once it got so big.
But also, like, okay, so you're fucking on here, you're fucking living forever, but I'm only almost 30, so I'm almost 30 years old, and there is so many things that I go back and I do for an extended amount of time that I used to do. Like, I'll go and play an old video game for, like, I'll obsess about it for a little bit, and I'll go and fucking listen to a whole bunch of music that I used to listen to, and like I go through phases where I just like listen to all this old shit that I used to listen to, and I feel like if I stay in the same brain that I'm in, even if I do, eventually I'll go through everything, but even though I go through everything, it does not mean that I won't still enjoy the stuff that I haven't listened to 70,000 millennia ago. It'll be just like brand new. It's as if I would have forgotten.
But I think there comes a point where that it no longer be.
I don't know. I don't
It
know.
would be awesome to just be like an expert at like everything.
Well, not just even
because
an
you
expert.
just live so long.
You would know so much that you would forget some. Like, how much shit do you forget? When's the last time you've heard a song and you're like, I forgot that existed?
That's true.
You know it. You know it in your brain. You know how it is. You know what it sounds like. But you just forgot about it.
Mhm.
So I think you being able to forget kind of redeems
but
the fucking foreverness.
Will you be able to forget anything if you're?
That's what I'm saying. It would have to be, for this to be amazing, is that you can get sent into
a
this
normal
like this.
functioning brain does things like that because it is in kind of an ever steady state of decline.
Exactly.
And so if that was robbed from it as well, we don't even know kind of the consequences of what even living every day would be like.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be like Groundhog Day, where you're just like again,
Yeah.
same thing.
So that's what I'm thinking.
I
Like,
think
it gets to the point
I'd be
where you
kicking ass.
learn everything there is to learn, where you know everything.
Yeah.
And that's the point. Like you know everything.
Then you're a vampire.
Well, if you know
the world.
everything, you live forever and everything, then you won the game. Like you're winning, you're going. But you know what the prize
Yeah,
is?
but then
Oh well.
delete.
Maybe that
Delete button. That's what I'm saying. There should be a.
See, why go through that horrible experience?
Who says it's horrible?
I feel like.
First off, who says that?
It is completely.
Who says that bad experiences are bad?
There's experiences.
I mean,
I think that bad experiences
I
are some of the
define-
best experiences.
they do. They define
That
it.
then I think that you don't remember all the good stuff,
But it doesn't
but you
mean-
definitely remember all the
Yeah.
fucking bad
Yeah,
stuff.
but is that a good thing?
Yeah, I think it's part of
I
being
mean,
human. I think it's the most of being
I
human.
think depending on what you're subjected to.
Potentially, but like,
'Cause,
I
like, there's a
think-
lot of shit in my past that I wish I could.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I wish
that
I could
can't-
change too.
That I can't. No, not change. I wish I could forget,
Yeah,
and I can't forget it.
you're right, but I think that being able to have a delete button and being able to just be like, all right, listen, I know now. I'm able to go. I think that is what
Yeah,
makes.
two different
I think that's
things
what's with
about
humans though, because like, we could do that right now.
I
If we
feel like-
wanted to, we could delete button it right now.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
all of us in
But I feel like
the blink of an eye.
I feel like death